just say?
I have no idea.
I didn't even say anything.
We're recording.
Oh, we're recording now?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You're so
Hey,
dumb.
guys. Welcome to Almost Live. We got Crow. We got the Nomad. We got David.
And special guest.
WillaNova.
What's up?
He's a YouTuber.
Speak into the mic.
What's up?
God, you're
Yeah.
professional at this. You should know how to do
Yeah, we
this.
have noise gates on, so you can't really.
You can't be like.
super far away from it
Yeah, I get that, but I wanted to lay
We're
down.
not whispering into the mic today.
for the first time.
It's not.
Right?
It's not an ASMR.
We're talking. What are
Should
we
we do
talking
that?
about?
No.
Make it an
Should we
ASMR.
make an ASMR?
No.
I don't think so.
That would never work. I'm gonna punch you.
This is me gently rubbing the microphone.
God, that's just disturbing.
Yeah, that peaked audio like about.
Sorry, guys.
If you look at the thing, it's just peaked.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So we talking about video games today, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. David, why don't you start us off with your fantastic news?
With my fantastic news on Borderlands 3 and how it's like, just everything about it is just a technical wonder.
Yeah, that stuff.
Please do.
So apparently, Gearbox decided we're just not gonna optimize everything for the more advanced systems like the PS Pro and the Xbox One S.
Okay.
Because with the more advanced systems, you're supposed to have a choice between HDR and just regular how it comes.
Okay.
And with HDR, you get two more choices between resolution and performance mode.
Mm-hmm.
In performance mode, it's supposed to hit 60 FPS on both systems.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do that.
Oh.
It barely reaches 50
Ouch.
on both systems.
That's really slow.
Yeah.
That's slower than the eye can see.
Yes.
And
You
then,
see it 60 frames a second.
sorry, I have to fix my mic because sitting like that is hurting my back.
It's because you're old.
And
Huh?
It's
I am
he's
the-
old. You didn't want to come see Spider-Man Far From Home with me last night.
Do you want to know what I was doing when you got off of work last night?
Probably masturbating.
No, I was asleep.
I was asleep.
I went to bed because it's hard for me.
What time did you go to bed?
Probably like 10:45.
Dude, I was home at 10:30.
Okay, well still, I would have had to leave when you got home to get home. To go to bed at 10:45.
I guess.
Okay. And fuck you, bud.
I'm tired and I have a fractured toe. I'm allowed to be sleepy.
Yeah. And in the other spectrum of it, resolution mode, it's supposed to, for the PS4, it's supposed to hit 1080p. It barely does that. And for the Xbox One S, it's supposed to hit 900p, which are 900 pixels for people who don't know.
Yep.
It barely does that.
Damn.
And just wait for the PS5, which is enabled to do 4K, and the loading times are cut down to like microseconds.
Exactly.
Dude, that's gonna look so good for Borderlands 3.
You know what's gonna look even better for?
What's up?
Everything.
But you want to know the real like
It's called
spectacle wonder?
Drop the T, dude. What's the T, sis?
What's
The base
motherfucking T?
systems, so just the regular PS4 and the regular Xbox One, really don't have any problems at all.
I mean, that's pretty good.
It's super weird though.
It's because they fucked up different systems and can't think of the right word.
They didn't optimize it for the advanced systems.
They upgraded different things, i.e. resolution, loading time, whatever, with like the One S as opposed to just the Xbox One. But the thing is, they didn't upgrade the kind of communication between those components.
Yeah.
So the components are still like, it could probably, if they upgraded the connections, it probably could run the Xbox One I'm talking about, probably could run 1080 pretty quickly. But because the connections are bad, it can't push it out.
Xbox One doesn't run 1080.
Well, yeah, didn't you say it ran 900?
Yep. No, I mean, like, it just doesn't run 1080.
Oh, it just doesn't. Well, okay, well, it could have run better resolution with relatively high speed.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
It's like if you have a brand new, like, iPhone 11, like, brand spank out of the new box, but you don't have cell reception, but you can talk to your friend on his brand new iPhone, but it has to be with, like, that string on a can thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you still got really good components, but your connection is literally twine.
And I think it's super funny because people are like, "Oh, the Xbox One and the Xbox One S are they're better systems than the PS4." And it's like, I'm looking at like the specs for just this one game,
They're really not.
and I can prove otherwise.
Yeah, I can also prove just by actual sales.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sale and PlayStation for life.
Because they actually give a spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
This website gives a spreadsheet of like the resolution and the quality for the different modes.
Yep.
There was cheese on that.
There's also eggs.
I'm allergic to eggs.
The 1X in performance mode is supposed to get to 1080p.
Mm-hmm.
Resolution quality is poor. It doesn't say exactly what it gets, but it just poor. The 1X in resolution mode is supposed to get 1800p. Could be better.
Looking at what, like 6?
Huh?
What are we looking at? Like 1600?
I'm guessing with when they say could be better, they're probably going with more of like closer to the target, but still not there. And the Pro in performance mode is supposed to get to 1080p. Could be better.
Yeah.
Pro in resolution mode, 1800p. Good.
Okay.
So, referring to our special guest who hasn't said anything, what do you think about the current consoles, and what do you think is going to happen with the next generation coming in your professional streaming opinion?
Honestly, I don't know. It's gonna be better for gaming and speeds in general, but it's also not at the same time because games are getting more and more advanced and they're just downfalling a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throughout.
Because I feel like I can't. However, like all the developers and all that fun stuff are going about new systems is they're trying to make games to test the limits of the systems.
Yeah.
And that's a really bad idea.
See, the thing that
because it causes them to create games that just break the system, like Borderlands 3.
Like Anthem.
Anthem didn't break the system. It was the developers who broke the game.
Yeah, Anthem was broken. The system wasn't.
Yeah. No, because going back to Borderlands 3, it literally causes some people's systems to overheat and crash.
That's why I have a fan on mine.
No, even people like that. It causes their system to overheat and crash.
Yeah, well, I have coolant running through
Don't worry, just leave your shit in the freezer while you play.
It's like that one guy. Can I beat Halo Reach before the oven melts my TV? Have you seen those?
No.
I haven't watched any of them, but it's the same guy. He's like, can I beat Halo before my oven melts my TV? Can I beat Halo before I think it's like
my freezer freezes my TV.
Yeah, there's dry ice freezes my TV. And can I beat Halo before McDonald's kicks me out? And it's just him. It's just a video of him playing
We
Halo.
gotta watch these.
Yeah, he sets up his whole setup, like TV, console, everything, in a McDonald's corner and just starts playing Halo.
I've seen people do that with GameCubes on the subway.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're super, super portable. I mean, the GameCube itself has a handle on it.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I can see where Will's coming from with the systems getting upgraded, but the games are also trying to go up, like David said, pushing the limits.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best option that they're obviously not going to take, because it's a money grab. They need to make money for the company.
Mm-hmm.
But with this new generation coming out with the 5 and the quote-unquote Xbox Scarlet, which is what it's codenamed, or maybe that's the actual release name. They've been known to do that.
It's the release name, I believe.
Well, maybe. With those, they should release those coming 2020, like the holiday season. That's when it's scheduled to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But what they should do is they should develop, like, for the object of PlayStation, because they keep their names the same and they're not retarded. They should develop the PlayStation 5, have it ready for release, and like everything set up. And they should make games for that can run at get that console's limits. And they should not release the PS5. They should make a PlayStation 6 that can run those high quality PS5 games at the speed that the PS5 or PS4 shit. Yeah, sorry, I had the numbers mixed up. I just realized that. They should make the 6, like I said, and the games, so it runs like a normal console would. Then they should make the 7, so it can run the 6 like the PS5 is going to be doing PS4. Because the upgraded processor, the loading times for like the Spider-Man game that came out, it dropped the loading times from 10 seconds to a third of a second. So it should develop 2 consoles ahead. So then they're like, okay, this can run these games amazingly, so we'll release this as this. And then just keep developing 1 console ahead like that.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a solid idea, but they're not going to do that because like when the PS4 came out,
It's been a couple years.
It's been quite a few, because I'm pretty sure I had a PS4 when I graduated high school.
I did not. I don't know.
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
Actually, wait. Yeah.
It was probably a year after, so I think it was like 2016.
Oh fuck.
So it's going to be 4 years when it actually releases. So they'd have to wait probably 8, if not maybe a little bit more, for technology to catch up and whatnot. So they're obviously not going to do that. You look intense, David. What are you going to say? You look like you're intently looking at the computer screen.
Oh, I'm looking at I'm looking at a story about the new Call of Duty game.
What a coincidence. I was about to segue into that. That seems like it was scripted, but in fact it was not.
Nope.
Have you guys played it?
It's a segue.
Have you played it?
I have not.
No, and I don't want to. After reading
It's not
this, I
released.
still don't want to.
I didn't want to play in the first place either.
You can play the beta.
Yeah, you can. I
Yeah,
have it.
beta.
I've
Means you can still play it.
yeah. The beta is essentially the entire game.
Exactly.
They have too many bugs in the beta, though.
Yeah, that's why it's a beta.
Yeah, I get that.
Modern Warfare has exciting hints of a Rainbow Six Siege,
Yeah, there's I played
but is
that.
still
It's-
bogged down by tradition.
Yeah, it's they have a game mode that's very very similar to standard R6, which is a 5v5. And so it's pretty much it's small teams, no respawn, and you go to like 6 points or something like that. I played a few rounds of it. It seems to function fine, and they don't quite have a class select system in it yet, but it is the beta, so that makes sense.
Right now, yeah, they have classes now.
Not in the the Rainbow Six imitation game, the one that's like Rainbow Six. There's no class specification. When you go in, you have a specific automatic and semi-automatic weapon, and then after a few rounds of you going, hitting people, maybe getting kills, whatever, then it upgrades you to a next weapon. As the beta's running, it's obviously going to change once they have the full game out. And I know in Team Deathmatch, like the big large team, that does have class specification that you can pick on. But I know the R6 imitation doesn't, at least that I could find. Anyway, as you can tell, I've played the beta.
A little bit.
I have it, and it like I said, it's not bad, but it still feels like the same game.
I mean, I got Monster Hunter World last night.
You got what?
Monster Hunter World?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I played. I don't even remember which Monster Hunter I had. It was on the Wii U.
Oh, you had the Wii U version.
Yeah.
Mine was on the PSP.
I'm trying to think if I had it on PSP too. I don't know if
What?
I did.
Monster Hunter?
On the PlayStation Portable.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about right
No,
now.
you were talking about Monster Hunter World, and then you said on the Wii U, and then the PSP, and I was like, it's not.
No,
Monster
I
Hunter
was saying
World's
I
not
had-
on those.
Well, I was saying I had played Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Like, not World, just Monster Hunter franchise
Yep.
on the Wii U. And then he was saying that when he was younger, he had Monster Hunter on his PSP. Now, we're not talking about the specific World game.
No.
He was just saying he got the
We're
Wii
just
game.
waiting for you to fill in the gaps.
Yeah. Start gap filling. Fill
my gaps.
Fill me with your conversation caulk.
Fill my gaps, Daddy.
Be 100% honest. I wasn't paying attention to you guys. The only thing I heard was Monster Hunter World, and then you said PSP and Wii U, and that was it. That's all I got.
Okay.
Well, start paying attention, you asshole.
I'm reading.
I know.
Fucking nerd.
What games are you looking forward to that are coming out?
I was really hoping, not really hoping. I was waiting for Borderlands 3 for what, like 5 years, David?
4.
4 years?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, like I was waiting for that for a long time, and I saw that Pokemon Sword and Shield are coming out soon.
Which is going to be horrible. Don't spend your money on it.
Yeah.
Too late.
You pre-ordered it?
I pre-ordered it like a month ago.
That was a really bad idea.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Why?
Because even the testers, like the play testers for the games before they released it, literally came out and said this game is bad.
You still running Pokemon Let's Go?
Yeah.
Those games. They did that, I feel like, correctly. We don't have to go into that. But with Sword and Shield, the ones that are coming out, not only you still have the same basis system where you can walk diagonal, it's kind of like a free roam kind of deal.
Yeah.
But instead of you just, you ran into this Pokemon or this happened, they can pop out and they can charge you.
Oh, fuck.
So, I don't know if it's all of them, but certain Pokemon can actually just pop up and they'll charge at you, and then you're like, obviously, you can't really escape.
Unless you're able to dodge out of the way.
You might be able to avoid it, but I want to say they made the Pokemon faster than the person.
They did.
Yeah, so you can't really escape that, which sucks. There's a bunch of other things. They think it's the legendaries are essentially carbon copies of an anime. So
I know one of them is from Dark Souls, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. It's the
oh,
wolf with the sword.
okay.
The wolf with the
Okay,
sword
yeah,
is
yeah.
Dark. It's literally basically just a carbon copy of the Dark Souls boss Sif.
Yeah, so like they put almost no effort into it, and the fact that they're not including a lot of the Pokemon, like all the Pokemon aren't in it. They've picked and choose. Like I think there's like the last 3 generations, and then certain ones from different generations. So like a lot of people aren't going to buy the game because they're like, oh, I wanted to catch this Pokemon because I've used this in like every game since this, and so I want to have that so I can use it. And if it's not in the game, that kind of
I need my Butterfree.
yeah, like
Kind of just defeats the purpose.
Every game that I could, I played with Mudkip. Like I had a Squirtle that I transferred all the way to. I transferred my Squirtle, which turned into a Blastoise, all the way from Pokemon Blue, all the way to like Pearl. Like I transferred it the whole way up, and I had that exact same Pokemon, which is pretty much cheating because it was a level 100, and it made the game really easy.
I mean, yeah.
But like I transferred that thing up the entire time. Then eventually I couldn't. Then I got a Mudkip and I transferred that up, and it's just really stupid that you can't have these Pokemon you want. Like it's like freaking Beedrill and Bellsprout.
Dude,
don't-
Beedrill used to be my shit.
I don't think they're in the new game. I'm 92% certain Bellsprout isn't. I haven't heard really about Beedrill, but I'm assuming they wouldn't.
And then the thing that I saw that pissed me off was the fact that they added a new, like, I'm pretty sure it's a new evolution of Farfetch'd.
That doesn't make me angry.
That makes me angry because it looks dumb.
It does. I don't necessarily know whether I like or don't like the look. It's definitely out there.
I have not seen it yet.
Grab your phone, look it up. It's definitely like over exaggerated. I like the fact that they gave it an evolution. Because it's kind of like, it kind of goes along with the, oh, you're in a different region. Oh, this species hasn't been discovered yet. This new evolution. No one's seen an evolved Farfetch'd. Because like maybe after they evolve, they migrate to this area. And so no one's ever seen an evolved one. So I like the fact that they gave it an evolution, but it's not.
Oh, that's weird looking.
Yeah, it's very much extra.
Yeah. Like I said, he has a leak for a sword.
Yeah, that's.
Doesn't hold water very well, I guess.
I'm gonna hit you.
So yeah, you're excited for Pokemon, which is stupid. Anything else?
I kind of like the look of this.
Oh, the Farfetch?
Yeah.
You're stupid.
Surfetched.
Surfetched.
It's called Surfetched.
That's dumb.
Yep.
And in all fairness, I did pre-order before the game testers actually released that information.
That was also stupid.
Yeah, don't ever unless you know what you're gonna be getting from the game before they even playtest it. Don't.
Yeah,
ever.
the two rules are: if it's something that has a history of changing certain mechanics, then always, or it's a new game, always see what the playtesters say. Look at the stats, look at all the stuff, see the hype for it and everything, and then you can choose to pre-order it. The only time you can do it really blind is if it's part of a, like on the subject of Division 2. Mm-hmm. Like Division 1, it was shit when it came out. They fixed it over a year, and then it turned into a really, really good game. Mm-hmm. We played that a ton, so when Division 2 got announced, I don't know how long
it took me a little while to get it, because at the time I didn't have a very well-paying job.
Yeah. So but you got it as soon as you could, and I pre-ordered the $120 edition the day I found out.
That's what I did with Borderlands 3.
Yeah, it's because it's kept the same basic mechanics and the basic idea of the game the same while still improving functionality, and they haven't done anything stupid.
We should play that today.
Borderlands?
Divisions 2.
Oh yeah, maybe. I'm down. We haven't played that in a while. Yeah, I think that's the only times that you can really blindly pre-order something.
Yeah,
it's like if you know that either whether or not it's good or bad, you're still going to enjoy it enough that it's worth at least the $60 for the basic edition.
Yeah, when I pre-ordered Borderlands 3, I was just like, I did it blind, and then they came out with information saying, yeah, the looter shooter genre has been changing with how Destiny and the Division and all that stuff. We're going to be keeping Borderlands the same. We might be adding new elements to it because of these new additions to the genre, but Borderlands is still going to be Borderlands. And I was like, dope. So I made the right choice.
Yeah, exactly. Like you trust the company essentially.
Yeah, I do.
If I may say, this is the first Pokemon game I've played since Diamond and Pearl. I'm not counting Let's Go because that was its own separate, just weird new thing.
I wouldn't say to not count Let's Go because Let's Go was probably one of the biggest releases for that franchise. I definitely keep it as a game. It's reimagining the best Pokemon game.
But I don't know why I didn't find it as much as a Pokemon game. I don't really know why. You're chained down by nostalgia of playing it handheld. That's why. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, I know that I really liked it because I've been waiting for a console Pokemon game.
Oh yeah.
And it just blew my mind, and I loved every aspect of that game.
Also, having a different outfit kind of piqued my interest too. I like having that.
Yeah, and also I love the fact that you have a companion. Mm-hmm. Like honestly, if Sword and Shield allowed you to have a companion and you could pick from any of the Pokemon, I would. I honestly, I might buy the game to play it, just because I think that would be fantastic. And if I could pick freaking Totodile, because I remember kicking with a Feraligatr. If I could pick Totodile or Mudkip or something like that, my God.
I don't know why, but fire types were always my shit.
Yeah, and I always liked water.
But it was the fact of, we'll say with Torchic, when it evolved, when it was fully evolved, it was a fire and fighting type. Mm-hmm. I decimated gyms. Mm-hmm. Only because of the fucking fighting types.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. Absolutely loved it.
I want them to make a different kind of starter. Like how they always
Grass.
have, grass, water, fire. Even if it's not in the base game, even if it's Pokemon, let's see, they're doing stupid names like Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, Pokemon
Gun.
Pokemon Gun and Nuke. Fucking like the base editions have like this, but they have like Pokemon Gun XS or whatever the fuck weird thing they put after it, where you have the 3 base types, but depending on which extra one you get, one has like a fairy starter and one would have like a fighting starter. Mm-hmm. So there's an extra special other starter that's not a usual, like grass, water, fire.
Like from the original 3 elements.
Yeah, from the big 3. I think that'd be interesting, an interesting thing to put in.
Oh yeah, I would definitely play that one.
Even if they do it like how if you bought the Pokeball for Let's Go, you got Mew.
Yeah.
Like if you bought a special edition of the game, you had the option for this kind of starter.
I would really enjoy that. That's a hell of a lot of coding.
Not really.
That's a whole new option for dialogue. Meaning the catch rate for that Pokemon would be different.
Well, the thing is that the thing that kind of messed it up was Let's Go, because you could catch multiple of starters.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that.
If they don't implement the catching of multiple starters, then I don't think it'd be that big of an issue. Because all they would have to do is like, okay, this, because like when they do the coding, it's like, oh hey, I see you picked up insert code here from the professor. All they would have to do is set a code standard for that Pokemon. And then if it's not like where you can catch multiple starters, it's not in the rest of the game, so they don't have to worry about the catch rates on that.
Okay.
And really, all they got to do for that is because they have they already have the coding for the starters. All they have to do is just change the names.
But then I would also have to input the code of having that Pokemon on that table.
Or better yet,
No, they wouldn't.
Instead of having specific like this one has a fairy, this one has a fighting, you have it where when you buy the game, inside there are like codes, like how you can get, like when you buy a move and they're like, oh, you can have this voodoo digital copy, like you know what I'm saying? How
Sure.
they have disc digital and download.
Yeah.
Like, and they have that code inside of that. They'll have codes at the inside, like, oh, if you want the fairy starter, put in this code in the beginning of the game. Where it's like, it's kind of like
like a Game Shark almost.
not like a Game Shark. Like when you start up the game, it will, if it's the one that you have the option to pick the 4th different starter, it'll be like input code of desired like special starter, and you look at the inside of the case, and it'll be like fairy is insert gibberish here, fighting is this, dark is this. Yeah, ghost is this. And you put in that code, it's like, okay, you picked the ghost, is that correct? You click yes, and they're like, cool. And then that's the one that's in the game. Like, they have the code for all the other ones just sitting idly in the game. It's just whatever one you put in is the one that you can use.
I would definitely start off with the ghost type if possible.
I'd be down to even try that. Like, I buy the
Yeah,
games to
because
see how that turned out.
Because literally throughout the first half of the fucking game, you would never get hit.
Exactly. It would be beautiful.
Okay, so moving on from that, you're excited for Borderlands. You're mistakenly excited for Pokemon. Anything else?
You're mistakenly excited for Pokemon.
Game wise, no, not really.
You're a liar and you're a cheap whore. Coming out very soon is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
I'm not super excited for that one.
You're stupid. You're dumb, and you're going to buy it.
I haven't seen enough gameplay to fully actually look at it.
You're dumb, and you're still going to buy it.
Yeah, probably.
You're going to get it, and we're going to play it because it's Wildlands, but better.
Okay, I'll check it out later.
You're sighing like I'm wrong. Go ahead, David. Speak your mind.
Speak your mind,
What?
David.
Oh no, I just had to take a really deep breath.
Okay, well that was very, very cryptic, and I didn't like it. But yeah, it combines the survival aspects of a lot of games where you, like Minecraft, for instance, first one that come to mind, where you have to eat, drink, you know, if you're sick, you have to do this, you have to make potions to heal yourself, whatever. It's combining all of that with exactly what Wildlands is. And if you played the DLC that had what's his name that played Punisher on the Netflix Punisher,
Yeah.
if you played that DLC, it's a direct lead-in from Wildlands.
Yeah, we did play that one together.
Yes. So it's a direct lead in. So we
Okay.
know we're gonna like the game. It's getting and there's what is it? It was one of the cooler things that I told you about that you liked. Teammate carrying for healing. You can
Alright.
do that. You can carry them somewhere to heal them.
That's what's up.
And depending on how much damage you take affects how you move. And also if you're hungry, thirsty, whatever. Like if you're like walking through the desert to a mission and you're dehydrated, you'll start wobbling and you might who knows, they might have a pass out feature where your teammate would have to carry you. And even that would then increase how much water I lose.
That could be really fucked.
Yeah, it's going to be a
lot of
crazy
fun.
game.
That'd be fucked.
It'd be a crazy game. What do you think, WillaNova YouTube?
Jesus Christ.
WillaNova
Oh my
YouTube.
God.
Start speaking up, dude.
Well, we're very commanding people.
We are.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not really excited for Tom Clancy's.
It's because you a bitch.
He doesn't
he's
play the
a
Tom
bitch.
Clancy games like we do.
I play Rainbow Six Siege. That's all Tom Clancy I play.
What do you think
I-
of the new new people, specialists
Or
that came out
operators.
recently?
That's 100% operator right there, bud.
Operator?
Yeah, it's
Call of
operator.
Duty is specialist. I'm sorry.
No, that's not. I was just
Well,
saying something.
I pretty much just got into Rainbow again. I haven't really been paying attention to updates really, cause I had it on my Xbox that I used to play on, until I switched to PC. Which has been a while. I've had it since Christmas, and since then I haven't really been playing many of the games that I usually play.
Yeah.
Cause I downloaded Steam. I have tons of games on there, but then once you play games for like hours upon hours upon hours, days and weeks, they just start to get boring all of a sudden sometimes, and you just don't want to play it.
Tell that to Ninja.
The thing is, I feel like that's got a different aspect because when you are one of the best, you have to at least enjoy the game even after you finish it to a certain extent. Also, he's mainly known for,
anymore.
yeah,
Twitch.
but like
Yeah, he left Twitch
left?
because
He left Twitch.
he left Twitch because no, the only reason because is he signed a $90,000 contract to go to Mixer.
Oh, it was
And-
more than that.
yeah, it was more.
Oh, it was more than that.
Really?
Yeah, he's worth like $6 million. There's no way.
He's
Oh,
worth
it's
more
more
than
than
6
that.
million. I know that.
Yeah, there's no way in hell that he took anything above 100,000.
No, there were leaks on information about this
Yeah,
stuff
no.
that they literally paid him pretty much enough money for him to live the rest of his life off of just this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, but no. There's
82,000.
Shut up.
Sorry, Will.
There's more than that. There's more than just the information leaked about how much he got paid. Cuz Twitch has been doing lots of Jesus Christ, Nick.
Sorry, Nick's over here
Nick.
shaving with a kukri.
Jesus.
Fucking dumbass.
Okay, well, there's also things that has been leaked and through Ninja that Twitch has been posting off of his account without permission from him to advertise other streamers and advertise other companies. I mean, my bad. And
check out Uganda.
Hey,
yo, shut up.
You guys are Nicaragua?
Yo, Bali be lit. Check out their stream.
Bali.
Okay, well,
You heard of
advertising. Shut
Dubai?
up. Dude, Jesus Christ.
God, that squeak peaked the audience.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Hey, I'm going through changes.
Anyway, get to the point so we can continue
Okay.
the conversation.
So, even Ninja has posted videos about this that Twitch has been posting on his account through his company, And he did not like that because shut Austin screw off. Because he built his company over 10 years for years upon years, and and Jesus, and yeah, well, he's built his company. Twitch posted on his Twitch advertising other streamers and other companies, stuff like that. So he didn't like that because, like I said, he built his company upon years and years to get big and achieve his goal. And that's also one of the main reasons why he left Twitch, is because they've been screwing him recently. Because by their advertising off of his account, many of people have disliked Ninja because of that, because they thought that was him. And when he posted that video, that changed a lot of people's minds about Twitch. So I don't stream on Twitch anymore.
Damn.
Mixer.
Yeah, Mixer. Shut up, Nick.
All right, how did we get here? 'Cause I forgot how we got.
I'm pretty baked right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started talking about what games everybody was excited
for. Not mentioning Breakpoint.
And then you called him a bitch for not mentioning Breakpoint, and then all of a sudden we just randomly got on a tangent about Twitch and about.
Yeah.
Because I said tell that to Ninja, and then
Oh yeah.
You just went.
and then Will just went off.
Hey.
Breakpoint's gonna be great. Modern Warfare has the potential to be somewhat okay because they're changing a little bit about what they are, and I don't think Zombies is.
Zombies is not in it.
Yes.
They're
It's because
they're-
it's not Activision. Infinity.
No, that's not the main reason though.
Infinity Ward has Activision.
Infinity War is a movie.
No, Activision holds the right to the Call of Duty Zombies. Infinity Ward does not have it. They would have to get permission from Activision.
I realize now that you said Infinity Ward and not Infinity War.
Yeah.
I thought you were fucking up your speech talking about Marvel in the middle of a video game.
No,
thing.
Infinity Ward.
Yeah. I recognize that now, but I didn't hear that at first. I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, and didn't they take out campaign in the last one
Yes.
in Black Ops 4? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
That was
So,
also Activision, though.
Are they bringing campaign back
I believe so.
since it's Infinity Ward?
I don't know.
I don't think they are.
Maybe
They're probably
because the reason that they took out campaign was because they added the battle royale feature, and I don't think the new Modern Warfare has that.
It does not.
Well, they're probably replacing the battle royale with the R6. So it's probably gonna be R6 imitation, the massive team deathmatch, and then they're probably gonna do some other rotate, like 3 main modes or 3 side modes that rotate like week by week or month by month, kind of the same way the Fortnite's been rotating game modes. Because that's proven to be a big pull. And like, oh, I haven't played this in a while, or I haven't played this yet, or hey, now that's squads instead of solos. So people come back in to play that.
I could definitely see that.
So they might have rotating game modes.
Fortnite screwed itself.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
Fortnite's dead. Oh, news about Minecraft. Number 1, there's bees, which
Yes.
people were
Yeah.
very excited about.
I really
And
wanted a cave update, but it's chill.
but there's 2 updates. One that is happening, and one that should
Yes.
happen. What?
I just looked it up. It's gonna have a campaign.
Okay.
Hooray!
All right. Okay. Then that's a campaign. I like playing the campaign actually, because I'm not that good at
Back
it.
to
Well-
Minecraft bees.
But yeah, they have Minecraft bees. People have
Back
suggested.
to the square bees.
People suggested that they also make an update making like how they have mushroom cows. They have flower cows, and there's bees that they kind of congregate around that. So there's bee hives where you can find them, and there's flower cows where you can find them. That's not something that's happening, but someone drew up concept art and whatever, and it's a decent idea.
There is beehives.
There's a chance you might find a beehive on a cow butt.
Maybe. But here's the big thing that's happening that I found out last night, and I think it was just announced last night.
Shoot.
Minecraft is putting in a fully customizable feature, character creator. So you can you can customize your own hairstyle, your like body dimensions.
It's about fucking time.
Yeah, just things like that. So it's gonna be a full customized. So your head doesn't have to be like square or whatever. You can have different hairstyles. You can make yourself kind of tall
No,
or like lanky.
it has to be square.
No, but there's pictures of people like kind of drawing up what they think that's gonna look like. It's like someone with like a regular like torso, but their bottom is just completely blown out of proportion. So their body's like people can't see this, but like their body's like a foot wide on the bottom, and then as it gets to the top, the head's like the size of my pinky, and just make it look completely ridiculous.
Just be stupid.
Because the thing is, the contact boxes are gonna be the same. So that's gonna look hilarious. So that's a cool update that's coming.
What did you just call a hitbox a contact box?
Well, because you can call it. I usually refer to hitbox in terms of receiving damage because that's what it is. It's a hit. But like walking around, like when you bump into stuff, I guess it's still technically the hitbox because it's where the actual character, like the player is. Whoops.
Good going.
Where the player is, but it just feels weird for me to say hitbox because it's not in a combat setting that I was talking about. I don't know.
I see you're coming from with that though.
Yeah.
Well, the way they're gonna do this, if the hitbox is still the same, if you shoot an arrow at another player, but their character is super tiny, wouldn't that arrow just be flying in the sky, just defying gravity? That'd look hilarious.
I think. Are you saying that the weapon would also be small?
No.
Like, say
Like,
if the character creator, if the character is really really short, and like your head was above like the normal sized hitbox, if the arrow stuck into where your head normally would have been.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I see that. I thought you were just talking about damage. I don't think you're going to be able to go that small. What I'm thinking they're going to do is they're going to keep it at the same. They're going to keep the same. What is it? 2 block?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to keep it at the same 2x1 like hitbox height for the character, but they're going to change the dimension ratio for everything else.
Okay.
So like you'll like your character is still going to be this big of a thing, but like if you have hair that goes really tall, like it's just going to adjust like the actual dimension and ratio of all the other parts of your body, so then it can fit that within the 2x1.
Okay.
Or not.
That's the way that I could think of it happening, because like if you have super tall hair, it's just
No,
going to clip through stuff.
Because they have it on. Are you talking about? You're talking about on console, or are you just talking about in general?
In general.
No, then because on PC already you can make custom like skins and stuff that have like ridiculous proportions and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The character model is still the same size, but everything else that's added to it isn't part of the hitbox.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like if you even in that instance, if you walked into like this on like a wall, right?
Yeah, it would clip through
with the two. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that's
to
the
avoid the clip through for that is what I'm saying. They'll probably adjust the size ratio for the pixels. I just feel like that's probably something.
Because who cares?
Even if they don't,
Well, it's a main update. It's a main big update, so they're probably gonna do whatever they can to make the game still look and feel as good as it was.
As you're saying.
well, even if they do that, if like you said that you can make it super short or super tall, if they resize the pixels, it'd be the same thing. Because if they resize the pixels, then the Minecraft characters' pixels would be resized as well. So everything would be the same.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying that with how you were saying that it would resize it, they're probably not going to do that. Like if you just have added things that go beyond that 2x1.
Beyond.
Or actually, you know what? Maybe I didn't even think of this. Maybe they just upgraded their hitbox. Like instead of it being a 2x1, they have like kind of like half slab. Like if you have a giant mohawk, they just have a half slab kind of looking hitbox that goes up in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that's
if
I
you
could probably.
Yeah, like if you.
So then, like
While you're creating the character, when you save it, like on every other game that has a character creation, it registers the hitbox in the game.
And I think it'd also be really funny is like if you had like in Austin's case, like he would probably have a super tall character and like lanky and whatnot. It'd be funny if like say my character's height was the average, like the basis height,
The 2x1.
Yeah, the 2x1. But his would have to be a 3x1. So if I built my house and it only had a 2-door high wall, like or two block high door, he couldn't walk in because he's a 3x1 character.
Yeah.
So, and then he would have to crouch to walk through the door. I think that'd be really funny.
Even crouching, it only cuts it by half.
Yeah,
so you'd
even
be at
by
2.5.
I don't even think it cuts it by half. I think it cuts it by a quarter, doesn't it?
Well, that's what I meant. Because
Yeah, it goes down by 25%.
Yeah, he would be at 2.5.
Well, yeah, the half block.
Yeah. So like it's 2 blocks. It cuts one of the blocks in half. That's what I was trying to get at.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
See, I think that'd be really funny if like he like okay, well, we could just say he's 2.5 as his character is. And then so like he would have to crouch down to the 2 block height to go through my door, and then like if it didn't make the ceiling high enough, he'd have to stay crouched to just walk around inside all crouched. I think that'd be really funny.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting way to do that because you can make a super tall character that can just cross the map in one step.
Or you could make a really short character that can go into little hobbit holes.
Well, there's
gnome.
there's a thing. There's a thing
when
in the
this
PC.
when this comes out, I'm doing that. I'm making a tiny character so nobody else can invade my personal space.
There was a glitch that I think has been patched now because I think the person that I saw record this hasn't upgraded Minecraft. He hasn't updated it in a while. Mm-hmm. And pretty much it's like you flip a switch and there's like one of those trapdoor like window things. Mm-hmm. And the piston pushes you down so you're in like swim position where you're laying down, and then his entire house is half block height because he's essentially swimming along the ground.
That's awesome.
They actually haven't patched that yet.
Well, I tried doing. Well, I'm thinking it might be only on PC because I've tried doing that on PS4, following exact instructions, and it hasn't worked.
Well,
so I think
no.
PC is the only one that can.
Well, even if it's only PC, I don't believe they've patched that yet because if you just take a trapdoor, you put a trapdoor on the bottom block, and then you put a trapdoor on the same block but on the top, and you stand on the bottom block while the trapdoor on the top is open, and then you close that trapdoor, you will go into swimming position no matter what. So you don't even need pistons to do it. You just need to do that.
I think the piston was just the effective way because I pushed him down and then pushed him forward, like into the hole. So it was like an automatic
but you can move.
Yeah. I think he just did the double pistons because it was an automatic entry kind of thing, which was funny. But yeah, his entire house is half block height, and like you have to make, if you want stairs, you have to make it with like carpet or snow, so you have to go like up. Okay, that's as tall as it should be to be even, and then go down one, and then go down one, and then go down one. So your stairs are like, to go down one block, it's like 8 blocks long. Mm-hmm. And I just think it's really funny. Mm-hmm. So we could do that, and then he'd be going down the hallway past like the rooms in there, and all you see is just this long ass motherfucker going down the little tube.
Sneak to a snack.
Slithered on by.
You know what makes me sad? You didn't ask me what games I was looking forward to.
I didn't ask him either.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna go around to everybody, but it kind of just.
I feel like it affected me more than it did Will.
I think you can go fuck yourself.
What games? I don't really care.
What games?
Yeah, see, Will just confirmed. He doesn't care.
What games are you looking forward to, David?
The only game currently that I'm looking forward to is a game that my buddy Eddie introduced me to through the beta. It's called Code Vein.
Okay.
It's anime Dark Souls.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. I'm so looking forward to it.
There's a Japanese game that was made for PS4
Really?
from third party. No. It was made by a third party creator, so it's not like, Sony that created it. Mm. And it's literally Breath of the Wild.
Oh, fuck.
It's just Breath of the Wild, but it's a different main character, same basic story, same fighting, same everything.
So it's not
It's like it's the same. It's a carbon copy of the game.
Will,
just
were you
like,
just
hey,
laughing
can I
at the
cheat
fact
off your
that it
test?
picked
We'll
up on
change a
all
little
of the
so they
mics?
don't notice.
Yeah.
Like it's just slight alterations, and I'm hoping that there's enough changes that the company gets greenlit to release it, because I would fucking because there's so much you can because like I liked playing as Link. I liked playing as Link. I liked that game, but I think it'd be really cool if there was an actual character customization in that. And then there's different kinds of weapons that look slightly more realistic. So I feel like it's gonna be just a crazy nuts game if it gets greenlit.
What's your favorite meme about that game?
About which one?
Breath of the Wild.
I don't know if I've seen many Breath of the Wild memes.
That it's a game.
It's a game.
There's one that I will always remember.
Yes, it seems like the game here is made of game.
Yeah, it's very very game.
It's very game. What's your meme?
So it's like it's right after you leave the Shrine of Resurrection. You're walking up to your first stick, and it just has the 3 question marks. Link is just standing there looking down at it, and the caption is, "What the fuck is a stick?"
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
What the fuck is a stick?
I still think my absolute favorite thing about that game is the guy that made the animated speedrun.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Because that was gold.
What in the name of Hylia?
Because it runs and just grabs the scroll and just slaps him across the face.
That look in your eyes.
Yeah.
It would be insane to go after Ganon now.
Too fucking bad. But it's crazy because it is that accurate to the actual.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it's so stupid how accurate it actually is.
It's great. Yeah,
And every single time I think of Zelda, the only thing that I think of is a specific point in another animated speedrun, the totally legit Wind Waker speedrun. All I can think of is, did you just kill our delivery man?
Yep.
Because they do the yeah sound effect, but they just say yep. And it's so fucking perfect.
I think my favorite part of that thing is when he does that whole misogyny rant. Like, oh my god, you're so misogynistic. He's like, he just starts speaking Japanese, and there's the subtitles below it.
So long, Gay Bowser. Slaps into the wall.
Yeah, I like the totally legit Mario runs too. Those are pretty.
Yeah, they're so the animated speedruns are so dumb how actually accurate they are.
Going off subject, but staying on the subject of YouTube, there's someone that I got introduced to that I think is actually he's still pretty successful. He's been around for a while, but I haven't seen this channel. Mm-hmm. It's called Internet Comment Etiquette. And pretty much he just has a lesson for every day, and he'll go and look at videos like, "This is stupid. Why are they doing this? This is idiotic. Time to leave a comment." And then it's just like you could just see him typing really fast, and you can see the text filling out on the screen. It's just like I'm gonna try to do my best to kind of imitate what it's like, but I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to do it. So like you just hear the typing, and it's just like, what? How dare you? Going into a Walmart by yourself, you might as well just grab Jesus Christ, strap him to a skateboard, throw him in hell. Like I can't even get to the same level of how idiotically funny it is watching him type. And he always tweets directly at this one. It's not Ben Shapiro, but it's like some politician. And then he always it's Ted Cruz. He would just go to Twitter and be like, "At Ted Cruz, hope you really like this thing. I like the way you sucked my toes last night, Daddy. Fuck me backwards." And send. And I'll load it up to show you guys once we're done with this. Oh my god. That phrase is actually from when I was in Hawaii.
Fuck me sideways.
Dude, I was in the back of a tour bus, right? And we're going on a tour around the island of, it's the main island of Maui. And he was like, and the tour guide was like, if you look off to the right, there's this mountain. It's called the Sleeping Boy. Do you know why? And we're all taking guesses, like, oh, there's more, whatever. And apparently there was this kid that kept sleeping, and he was like, hey, quit sleeping. One day you're not gonna wake up. And he's like, whatever. And then he keeps doing it. And then a fairy gets tired of his shit and permanently makes him sleep. And then he is this island. And it's just and we're just like, okay, wow, that's a weird lore. Like, there's nothing that weird
really, flex, but okay.
Yeah. and we're just like, there's nothing really here that proves any of that. It's like, oh, it's just a a basic idea of why they have the island. Like, it's just something within Hawaiian culture. And we go around this turn, and when you look at the mountain, he just kind of like pointed at it. It literally looks like someone reclining back on the ground with their head against a stump. From this one angle, it's like you can, like, I'm talking like you can see where the arm would be, the leg. You can see the head tilting up. There's like a gap in the trees behind where the neck would be, and you can see the nose. Like, it's incredibly accurate. And as we're going around, he's like, and that's why you can see, and he points out all these things. And this 70 to 80-year-old lady in the back of the bus goes, well, fuck me backwards. And I lost my shit.
That is fucking perfect.
Well, call me Susie and fuck me backwards. That is astounding.
Fuck me sideways.
I mean, if you insist.
So,
Can we do the 2-person cartwheel while we do that?
Hell yeah.
Right, let's close it off by Will actually talking about any games that he's heard of or he's excited about.
Yeah, Will,
The
say
video
something.
game hour.
Jesus Christ. Shut up, David. How about that?
No!
Fuck you,
You
David.
can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
What games are you looking forward to?
What if I am your dad?
That would be really weird. Because I'm like,
That's some Ben Button shit.
I'm pretty sure I'm probably like at least 7 years older than you.
That's some future.
I had sex with your mom in the womb.
Anyway, what games are you looking forward to, Will?
Damn!
Honestly, I don't really know. Besides Call of Duty and getting Borderlands 3,
Wait, you don't have it yet?
no, I actually don't. I was on vacation.
So?
Yeah, he was in Europe. He couldn't buy
Pre-order that shit.
He couldn't buy games.
I didn't have money.
Yes.
Get a job.
Dude, I'm 13.
Oh, so I'm 10 years older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mow some lawns. Shovel some snow.
I don't
What?
feel like it.
No!
What enthralls you about Call of Duty that makes you so excited for it coming out?
Thrall.
I like how it focuses on multiplayer and campaign mainly instead of cuz they don't need the contract for zombies.
They can still
They-
make the basis idea of zombies without
Yeah.
actually having it.
They can still make it.
Oh yeah, no, they can have the basis of it, but it's not as good.
Yeah, and also people are they're coming away from zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm happy. No, I'm happy because I'm happy that they got rid of zombies cuz no one, yeah, everyone's going away from zombies. When it's gone for a year and then it comes back, it feels like it's been a while since you've played it and they want to get into it more.
Yeah, because technically at that point it would have been 2 years since it was like a new experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see where that's coming from.
Yeah, I like it in that case, but also I haven't really been fond of the multiplayer recently. They've just made it worse and worse, to be honest, and I'm kind of happy that they focused on multiplayer.
I feel like they kind of fixed it in 4.
Eh,
Because the main issue that I had with Call of
That's a stretch.
boots on the ground.
But the main issue I had with the Call of Duty franchise is when they brought in like you can
You can fly.
You get jetpacks and shit.
Yeah. Wait, can you do that in 4? Can you do like
No.
No.
Call of Duty 4 is boots on the ground. They
but it's
open
still
that
the
up.
long slide mechanic.
Yeah, they have the slide mechanic, but it's boots on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I think fixed it. Because like when the game came out, where you could do the jump, you could boost jump, you could fly essentially. Like I didn't like that because it was just turning into Titanfall, and there's no point in having 2 of those.
Exactly.
Like 2 separate franchises. But when they fixed it, so it was boots on the ground, and they still had that long kind of like boost slide mechanic. That was the one part of that I liked. Is the fact that you could slide a little bit farther because it opens up like a different type of combat mechanic where like instead of crouch running at someone to knife them, you see them like, oh shit, you speed boost at them and then you can knife them while you're getting up off the ground. So I thought that was useful, but the flying thing is just so they can make multi-level maps a little bit easier to access. It just kind of turned into a clusterfuck. So I feel like it was a move in the right direction. I won't say it fixed it, but it's a move in the right direction.
Yeah, even with the sliding, like back in the day, like Black Ops 2, the first Call of Duty.
Yeah.
When you could dolphin dive off of stairs without dying, and you can like no scope someone or quick scope someone when you land, that was the most satisfying kill you could get. And it was the most perfect thing like in the game at that time. And just because they focused on multiplayer more, I feel like they've read more of people's concerns about the game itself.
Yeah.
Instead of just putting in a bunch of stuff from the previous games. And I'm happy because of that, because a lot of people like the same thing about the game.
I don't know, with for me with Call of Duty, like this one I actually might get, just because of the fact that looking at it and kind of seeing what they're doing with it, they're going back to a previous formula of Call of Duty and just making it better.
Yeah.
Because they're going back to the original Modern Warfare formula,
The freaking clay sculptures.
Yeah.
and then just they're just improving on it.
Yeah.
Which I feel like I feel like it's something they should have done a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, I think that wraps up our video game discussion for this week, and I'm gonna have fun with.
Can I tell a story?
Real quick,
No,
what's it related to? Is it related to the subject?
You know, it's on Facebook.
no,
No.
It's funny.
no.
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 Oh.
Will, close this out.
Oh, I have no more ice in my cup.
Close this out.
Well, that's gonna wrap us up for this week's discussion about video games. I'm the guest. We have Austin, Nick, and David, and we'll see y'all.